afternoon, Colorado. My name is Jill Toussaint, and I am the Chief Academic Officer here at Goal High School. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon to hear a little bit about Goal. I'd love to introduce my colleague, Miss Juliet McWilson. She is our Director of Applied and Advanced Learning. How are you today, Julie?
I'm doing well, Jill. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm really excited to be able to communicate with so many people across the state and provide a lot of great information of the amazing things we do here at Goal to support our students and their learning and also their future. A lot of the things we do to help prepare kids to ensure that they become productive members of society, which is our mission here at Goal High School. So, as many of you know, Goal is a free online public charter school that operates in over 40 different drop-in centers across the state. A lot of times we get questions, well, what is a drop-in center? A drop-in center is a place where students can go to connect with staff and to connect with each other. But remember, we are fully online. So all of the curriculum and all of our classroom environment is provided through an online platform. But it's a great way for students to really have kind of a good blended model of having fully virtual for their classroom and their learning, but also having drop-in centers to connect with other young people their age, connect with teachers, and connect with our academic coaches.
Absolutely.
So we actually have some really great segments today where we're going to be able to jump into a lot of our regions across the state of Colorado. And we have many of our staff members that are on standby to join us during this hour segment to talk about Goal and explain many things we do across the state to support our students. So my understanding is that Jason Hochaver is out there. Jason, are you there? Good afternoon, Jason. So Jason's going to talk to us a little bit today about some of the amazing pod activities and community connection events that we have to offer at our local sites for our students.
All right, thank you. Thanks for sharing that, Jill. You mentioned there that we have these sites. Goal, I think you see many online schools out there. Goal is unique in the sense that we have those sites. When I think back to my days in high school, there was great classes and great academics there, but what I remember was the clubs I was involved in, the activities, all those things where I got to connect and meet friends, meet people, and discover a life, what I wanted to do outside of school. So we try hard to embed those opportunities here at Goal. Again, at all of our sites, students have the opportunity to come into those locations. And then we do activities at various levels. Sometimes sites will do small activities, just like an art day or a painting day. So little chances then to get to come out and hang out with friends, meet other people, meet the staff more, and just kind of get into some in-person activities in small groups. Some of those expand all the way to full classes where we can offer classes on art, on guitar, a lot of different activities, as well as ones where we get out into the community and do field trips and explore what's around us and try to get involved there. We'll do community service work, et cetera, with that. So again, just know that we know that although it's great to get out there and get the academics done, to get those classwork done, and online is so effective and efficient in the way we do that, we also value that in-person, that connection and that bond with your student, with our staff, and with other peers at a manageable level. So that's how we do academics and community connections and goals. Goals here. Jill, back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jason Hochaver. That's really a lot of great information on what we have to offer in our sites. Julie, have you ever experienced any of those pod activities or seen any of those community connections in action?
Yeah, I have. So I've seen some amazing art pod activities, and they've come and asked for help with art pod activities, and we've had a great time making some artwork. I've also seen some great community connections like fly fishing. Awesome. I've seen yoga classes and weight training that they go out in the community, and they do some academics in with their community connections. And there's a lot of other classes like that I've seen throughout the state.
That's awesome. So just really great opportunities for students to have a moment where they can get involved at their sites, get involved in their community. So even though we're learning online, we're still connecting locally with staff and with the community, which is great and a huge part of learning.
Absolutely. I've even seen them go to Rockies games and tour the business side of it.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, so it looks like our next segment, we have Mr. Scott Elliott standing by, and Scott is here to tell us a little bit more about the amazing esports program that we run here at Goal High School. So Scott, I turn it over to you, sir.
Thanks, Jill. I just wanted to take a couple minutes to talk about our esports program. We have 3 different levels, and a lot of kids play video games and all different kinds of video games. But we have kind of just a club. So a lot of kids, they don't want to do it competitively, and they're just there for fun and socialization, talk to their friends, eat pizza. And so all of our sites have a club where they can just go in. We've got Xboxes and PlayStations and other things available where they can just come in and play. Also, our gaming laptops are state of the art. And so kids can come in, learn how to play games, get to know each other. We also then have intramurals where we play site to site. And so students have that ability to kind of compete, but not as competitive. And then we have our competitive program where we belong in several leagues. We do that competitively. And we use the CHASA League and Play Versus and the High School Esports League. And we're playing hundreds of teams throughout the country. We've even had our teams go and play in the national finals in the past. So those teams are made up of students who we do grade checks. They have to be eligible to play each week. They have to require practices. Just like a football team, we have jerseys and coaches, and they have to fulfill all of that to be on that team. And then they can go out and compete with other schools. And they're not in one location, so they're all over the state. So we might have one of our sites that has 2 students and then 3, at another site. And so they're made up based on not their ability and not necessarily their location, which is kind of cool. So we have a lot of different opportunities when it comes to esports. I'm in the Florence location, and you can kind of see this is where the club kids hang out, and they'll come in here and eat pizza and be loud. We have orientations going on out in the main room. So we have some dedicated spaces for our tech. And I think we're going to turn it over to Jason Meyer at the Citadel, and he's going to talk a little bit more about what they do at the Citadel site.
Thank you, Scott. Like you said, I'm Jason Meyer. I'm one of the assistant principals here at the Citadel, and we have a big esports program here. We're the largest drop-in center in the state. You can see we have a pretty extensive space. So we have a lot of students who are interested, and it's made a huge community impact having esports available here. We've seen students who generally don't come in for any academic work. They come in and they want to play games with their friends, and they stick around and ask questions about homework that they were working on the other day. And we also have seen just some really beautiful friendships blossom just around gaming. We have a PS5 here. We've got a couple switches. We've got state-of-the-art tech here, just like Scott was saying over at the Florence site, telling us about our statewide program. He mentioned we've competed, at the national level, regional level. We also compete at the state level, all throughout a couple of different leagues. We've actually taken second in the region in Overwatch and Apex Legends in 2024 through Play Versus. We were 8th in the nation in Overwatch in 2023. So we've got a lot of, accolades. We're state contenders in CHASA pretty much every year. We do pretty well in the playoffs. We've got a lot of different games. And something that's really cool is that any one of our competitive gamers gets access to apply for esports scholarships. And that's pretty impressive that there's a platform out there offering that, staying kind of up to date with people and the times, which is always nice, especially when we're an online school. We want to harness every opportunity we can to give our students as much benefit. We've actually had 2 students offered full ride scholarships to college for esports. And we've had another half ride scholarship offered as well. So, that's just for playing video games and being good at it. So we have, we've got the accessibility factor too. I know some people out there are thinking about, I like the game, but I have to use a specific game pad, or, it might be somebody who likes to have your certain headset, we can accommodate for those things. And we have accessibility controllers, and we can get any of that stuff. So if you're a gamer out there and you're thinking about it, and you're like, man, I hate going outside my house because I got to bring all my stuff with me, let us know. Let us help you get logged in, hooked up, and connected with our esports program. It's been huge for our community. We've even seen academic growth just because students are coming into the site. They're getting exposure to each other and our academic community in addition to video gaming. So that's what I've got for esports here at the Citadel. If you're ever in the neighborhood of Colorado Springs, feel free to stop by. I'll give you a tour. I think we're headed back to Jill or Julie over here at the main office.
Thank you so much, Jason and Scott. That's just amazing information. Julie, you know what I love about our esports program is it gives students the option of like how and what level would they like to play, right? Do they want to play at the club level and come to the site and just participate and meet people and have a good time and play the games? Do they want to compete really competitively and try out for one of our competitive teams and compete against students all over the state? So
Absolutely.
it gives kids a lot of great options, which is amazing. So if you're interested in esports and that's something you want to give a try, Goal might be the best place for you. So check us out, and you can get more information on that even on our website, which I believe is down there at the bottom. So check us out at goalac.org. Or you can visit one of our local drop-in centers that are near you and ask questions of staff and really be able to check the site out. So you know what, Julie, I get a lot of questions a lot of times, like what is concurrent enrollment? What is this option to get college credit while I'm still in high school? And is there a limit to how much college credit I can get? So I would love it if you could take some time and talk to everyone about how our concurrent enrollment program works here at Goal.
Absolutely. So we do have concurrent enrollment, and concurrent enrollment is college credit that is absolutely tuition free to our families. There are many different programs they can go into so that motivated students can get a head start on their college. So if they would like to go to a four-year college, they can get their English taken or their psychology or any of those general ed classes taken. But we also provide concurrent enrollment that they can go on their professional journey. So they can take concurrent enrollment that equals a certificate. So those would be more programs like a certified nurse's assistant or phlebotomist or welding.
Awesome. And so those could lead to jobs immediately. When you finish those certificate programs.
But it is still college credit.
Absolutely.
It is still college credit. So we have different types of programs and different entrance levels that they can try. So if they're a little bit nervous about going to college, they are high school students, they could be a little bit nervous. We offer some classes in-house as well so that they can get ready and have a local teacher that they know.
So those would be taught by a Goal staff member?
It would be taught by a Goal staff member. So, but it is still that college class. It has the same rigor, the same syllabus, the same scope and sequence and things like that. So it is the exact same college class, but we're teaching it here by a college qualified Gold staff member. So we have multiple different programs within our concurrent enrollment. We are going to have next Jamie Mayfield, who is one of our lead counselors in the Rifle site, talk a little bit more about concurrent enrollment and opportunities.
Hi, Julie. So we're here at our parachute drop-in center today at the firehouse, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about how we do our concurrent enrollment over here on the western slope. We have seen a lot of student success and given students some great opportunities for their future. As you know, our western slope region is pretty far spread out. So I love the fact that we have our Goal taught CE classes because those are remote real time. So students who maybe live 2 hours from their nearest college can still take college classes out of the comfort of their own home and not have to drive over those scary mountain passes at 9 p.m. at night to get home after a class. So we really do like those Goal CE classes too. I did bring some students with me today to talk to you a little bit about their experience and how concurrent enrollment has helped them. I'm going to start with Yasmin.
Hello, my name is Yasmin. I am a senior with Goal High School. I started concurrent enrollment as a freshman. I've mostly taken science and math classes, and I have approximately 60 credit hours. I am set to graduate with my associates at the end of this school year.
Yep. That's Yasmin. She's not going to tell you this, but I will. She's actually going to be taking Calculus 3 this fall with our Colorado Mountain College partnership. They also do some live stream classes, so it's pretty awesome.
My name is Cora. I'm going to be a senior, and I started concurrent enrollment my junior year. Something I really enjoy about it is that I'm able to work with my work schedule along with my college classes. I don't have to worry about like the times overlapping and rushing to get things done.
Thank you, Cora. You're going for an arts degree, correct?
Fine arts.
Fine arts degree, yeah. Been able to do a lot to get Cora started on that path.
Hi, my name is Whisper. I'm going to be a senior at Gold this year. I'm just starting my concurrent enrollment, but I'm really excited about it. It's going to definitely help me with my potential scholarships and getting my math and English college readiness.
And Whisper, if I would have asked you 2 years ago if you thought you'd ever do a college class, what would your answer have been?
Absolutely not.
But we work with our students one-on-one, and we build plans with our students so that they can have the future they want, and we support them and work with them until they get to the place to where they are able to take those college classes.
Hello, I am Nayeli. I started concurrent enrollment classes my sophomore year. This year I am a junior. It's been very helpful to get a head start on college and the degree and career I want to pursue after high school.
So this is just a small sample of some of our students from our rifle site, but we have quite a few concurrent enrollment students all over our western slope. We work with a lot of different colleges statewide. I think we work with just about every community college. And again, we will work with our students one-on-one to get them to the point in their academic career where they can take college classes. It's just a matter of them wanting to do it, and we're going to support them along that pathway.
Wow, that is amazing. And thank you, students, for taking the time to talk to everyone today about your experiences with concurrent enrollment. Such great stories of, different students that started at different times, going into different areas. And hopefully you all are really enjoying your classes and that all goes well in this school year, starting the new year for 25-26. So, Julie, I understand that you oversee some really amazing programs here at Goal that include our career and technical education and also our Goal Ventures program. I'm sure everyone out there would love to hear a little bit more about how we run those programs online.
Absolutely. So career and technical education is very important. It empowers students for hands-on learning and real-world skills and prepares them for those high-demand careers that are out there, and also to further their education. They may be going for a 4-year degree. So here at Goal, we have many CTE programs. We have multiple pathways such as early childhood education, health sciences, agriculture. We design our pathways to either continue on into concurrent enrollment
or after they graduate into post-secondary.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So we design them that, but we also have some that are completely in-house and they end with a certificate. So we have certificates like, we have the work keys that every student gets to graduate, but we also have certificates they can obtain like OSHA 10, and I'll talk about that here in a little bit, and other skills and entrepreneurial things they need to know for concurrent enrollment and for when they go out into the real world. Also part of CTE is work-based learning.
Oh, do tell me more about work-based learning.
So we have a work-based learning program that includes internships, job shadowing, entrepreneurial skills. So one of the things they will also do is they will go into our sites and they will hold resume workshops.
Oh, that's
wonderful. And how to fill out an application.
So really give students a lot of those soft skills, if you will, on being ready to step out and, find a job or keep a job and work with employers.
Absolutely. And that is one of our goals in work-based learning. So one of our programs, you said we are 100% online. They can go to school online. Sometimes for CTE, that's a little difficult.
It can be. That's why I said, how do we do it in this online environment?
It is very difficult. And one of our most requested programs that kids tell us in our Thrive survey, that's what we call our Thrive plans, where they want to go, where they want to thrive, is skilled trades and construction.
Oh, yes, that one
It is-
would be difficult.
It is
All
very
right.
high. So we do a combination and a hybrid of both. So we do the online education so they can learn about safety online first.
Okay.
They can learn about the math skills required
Okay.
when you walk onto a construction site. They can learn about routing blueprints. You can do that online.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But then we also have a trailer, a construction trailer that comes to them with the certified teacher.
So then the trailer can come to the sites, and then the students can get a lot of the hands-on that they need for that construction trade program.
Absolutely. So
That's
it is
amazing.
filled with every tool they will need to get an industry certificate. We talked about certificates earlier. So the teacher will come to sites, and then they can come to those sites that are so important for the community, and they can use the real tools. They can be tested on things for the certificate like rigging. I didn't know what that was. The teacher had to explain it, that they have to be able to put the rigging on and climb the ladder. It is a test proficiency they have to show to be able to get OSHA 10.
Awesome. So all of that is provided right here in the trailer that the viewers can see?
Everything is in that trailer, and it will come to the site so the students can get that hands-on learning that is so important. Project-based learning, complete a project, timelines, everything, and earn a nationally known industry certificate like OSHA 10. So when they leave us, they can go out, get a job with construction, and be that productive member of society that we are
Awesome.
aiming for. So that is just one example of how we do some of our CTE programs to make sure it includes everybody and students are getting those skills that they really need. Another example I want to talk about is our Goal Ventures program.
Yes, I know many are excited to hear about Goal Ventures.
It has been around for a long time, Goal Ventures, but now it is a complete pathway in CTE that ends with an industry certificate. So students that choose to complete the whole pathway will come out with a wilderness first aid certificate
Awesome.
when they are not done with the pathway, because then they have to go use the wilderness first aid certificate.
Oh, do tell
so
us
they
more.
have leadership opportunities. So first they learn it, they earn it,
Okay.
and then they got to use it. And they do that in our Goal Ventures pathway. So Alex Bajorek, who is our teacher on special assignment and travels with Goal Ventures, is here to talk about what they do.
Good afternoon, Alex.
Hey, y'all. Thanks so much, Julie and Jill. I am super excited for our 25-26 school year. Our outdoor leadership pathway, Go Ventures, it is providing these class-specific core credits. And in addition to those outdoor leadership skills, students that come through our program also learn some life skills, interpersonal skills, and they create some strong friendships and memories from our experiences. So to start us off, we have our online-only Introduction to Outdoor Recreation class. And this is just a great starting point for anyone that might have an interest in the outdoors. Once students move past that, then we can start talking about these bigger in-person experiences. So this year, we have a really amazing slate of trips planned. We're returning to Mount Rushmore for our political geography trip in May. We are bringing back our trip to the Tucson area for our land use and government organizations class. And then new this year, we're moving our environmental science in the outdoors class down to Bandelier National Monument in New Mexico. So a new venue for us as Goal Ventures. As always, we have our 3 discovery trips that explore our beautiful home state, because Colorado just has so many awesome opportunities here. And these are some shorter, more accessible ventures for those that might just wanting to dip their toes into the world of the outdoor leadership. Lastly, we do have, like Julie mentioned, our outdoor leadership and stewardship class, where we're going to be heading down to Beulah, Colorado, where our students have the opportunity to earn that wilderness first aid certificate. And that is something that's just going to give them a big leg up when they're entering the workforce in any outdoor occupation that they might want to go into. If you are interested in more information about our Goal Ventures program, head on over to goalac.org, and under the Students tab, you can find Goal Ventures, and that'll let you know what we have going on this year. So with that, I think I'm going to be sending it back to Jill at the desk.
Thank you so much, Alex. Yes, Goal Ventures, thank you for all of the great information. And like Alex said, if you want more information, please definitely reach out. You can see our Goal website there, or you can also visit any of our drop-in centers to ask some of those questions. So as we've been going through the segment, we have gotten some live questions. So I did take a look at those, and I'd love to maybe just address a few of those before we move into student support services, if that works for you.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds great.
Okay, awesome. So we did get a question, I believe, from a current student. So thank you for logging in and watching today about moving, spending some time close to one site and then some time close to another site for living arrangements. And then how do you do concurrent enrollment when you aren't always in that consistent location for the complete school year? So you do have a few options as a student. Of course, we have our internal goal concurrent enrollment classes, which are taught by goal staff members, and those are actually offered virtually. So you definitely should check in with your local counselor to see which of those classes that are offered through that program might be one that you want to take advantage of, because then you won't have to worry about being in a physical location because you'll be able to access those courses and curriculum all online. We also do work with enrolling students in online concurrent enrollment classes when students need to be in those classes versus needing to be in a brick and mortar college class at the local community college. So please definitely check in with your local counselor so that you can have those conversations about maybe being a part of like the Aurora Community College online or the Community College of Denver online, PCC online, or whichever community college you live the closest to, so that we can definitely help you out with those courses. And then that way you won't have that hiccup if you're living in one physical space for a while and then need to move to another physical space. Those classes should be seamless because they are offered online. The next question we had was around resume building. I do think that Miss Julie did kind of address that when she was sitting here with me before Ramon joined me. We do some resume building workshops during pod activities out of our sites. So that is something that you can take advantage of. If you are currently looking to want to do one of those pod activities, please make sure you're checking in with your local coach or your local pod leader so that we can work to get one of those activities set up through our work-based learning staff at the site that you reside out of, and we can get that started and help you start to work to build your resume. The other question we had was about our art programs. So we do run some internal art classes that are ran by Gold teachers, but we also work with students to be able to participate also depending on where students are and what their Thrive program is really leaning them towards, to take art classes even through the community college program. So we do have several offerings in art that are listed in our course catalog, which can be found on goalac.org. But then we also have the catalog of our community colleges as an option for students to continue their field in the work of art. So hopefully that did answer some of them. Probably maybe not as specific as you were looking for. So please check out the website. Please visit one of the local sites because they definitely can give more specific answers, especially when you can talk about your specific situation or what you're looking for and looking to learn more about with Goal. So hopefully we've been able to cover a few of those questions. And with me now is Ramon Arriaga joining, and he is our Director of Student Support Services. Welcome, Ramon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jill. Thanks for having me.
Definitely.
Hello, everyone out there.
And I understand you're here to talk a little bit about our services and how we support our students and the structure that we really run here at Goal to provide a real welcoming environment for kids.
Absolutely, Jill. And a lot of things we've been talking about, we don't expect students to know this or be this journey on their own. So one of our foundations that we've been really successful and we believe in here is having a positive mentor or partner with the Goal staff member of students and staff. And that could be their academic coach, it could be a teacher, it could be a counselor, counseling assistant, whoever it is, but we value the importance of that relationship with our Goal students, with the Goal staff member. The good news is being Goal, that relationship can happen in person or it can happen virtually as well. So when you hear about all of these wonderful opportunities we have in the sites, we don't expect you to be on your own. We have someone that will take you along with you, where it's concurrent enrollment, where there's Goal Ventures, esports, just your graduation path. Or sometimes, Jill, you just need someone to talk to and come to school and feel safe. And you know the person who is going to take care of you if they need to reset your password or whatever it may be, Jill. We're proud of the relationships our staff are able to build, the positive relationships our staff are able to build with our students. And to talk about some of those relationships that we have, and that we build. We want to kick it over to David Shirley. He's our assistant principal out in one of our sites out there in Commerce City. David, good afternoon. How you doing today, my friend?
Doing well, man. Doing well. I'm happy to be here this afternoon, and I've got Chris Cuevas with me, one of our students. And I want to say, really excited about what we do in our sites. Number one thing for us is safety. We like when our students come in, they can be safe, not just feel safe. They know they are, because when they're with us, we make sure that they are treated with dignity, with respect, given the opportunity to be who they are and grow into who they hope to be, right? But in addition, the fun thing is at our sites, we have teachers, we have the academic coaches, we have the licensed school counselors, the counseling assistants, we have social emotional generalists, we have our administrative assistants. So all of these people combine to provide the services that students may need. A student can walk in and say, you know what, I don't really feel like doing much. I just need to have a place to kind of just sit and be quiet for a little while. Well, come on in and get yourself something out the refrigerator or get a little drink or whatever it may be out of the refrigerator. Next thing, maybe they come into the site and they say, you know what, I'm struggling in my class. I'm wondering who can help me. Academic coaches there, the teachers are there. They're not sure about exactly how many credits they have or what their pathway should be. And we got a counseling assistant or a counselor there that can help with all of those kind of things. And it may be the tough times. They're struggling with just difficulty in their life away from the school. And then we've got our social emotional generalists who can step up, and our counselors as well, to help and make sure that they get the support that's necessary, whether we provide it or someone in the community. So I'm going to let Chris talk a little bit about his experience as a student here.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I come in here when I need some, how he said, quiet place, do my schoolwork. I enjoy because I can also make friends here, communicate with other people, have help. And I also come here whenever I need to distract myself from schoolwork a bit. Yeah.
Well, Jill, and the students and staff do such a better job than we do presenting it, because they're in there and they tell about all the good things that they have. And it's not only unique to Denver, it's for all of our 40 drop-in sites. You're going to see that one-on-one experience, that safe experience that we talk about, and just a welcoming place to come in and do your schoolwork, get some food, or whatever the case may be, pod activity, you name it. Our sites do an amazing job of keeping our students engaged and safe, like Mr. Shirley said, when they come into our sites.
Absolutely. That's the thing that I love about Goal, is that we really are here to support students, meet them where they are, and really help them to reach their high school graduation, but also have plans for once they graduate for high school. What would you like to do after high school graduation? And a lot of those skills are learned through their high school courses, through our career and technical education classes. It gives them the option to explore different things. Yep. I didn't know what I wanted to do at 18. Did you?
I still don't know what I wanted to do, Jill. But,
I hope you want to do what you're doing.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But when I was 18, absolutely not.
Yeah. And so, really being able to give those pathways and let students, try different things, learn about themselves, work with other youth, participate in pod activities and community connections and goal ventures and just all of those different areas.
And it's one of the things about online schools, there's not that social part of it for students to come in. And that's where Goal kind of does that great job of the blending of the social part of it, pod activities, goal ventures. We even have dances. I know some sites have proms and all of these social activities to give our students that kind of traditional high school experience, if that's what they're looking for as well. So you can do your online component as well, or you come into the site and get that social aspect to mingle with other students, meet new people, and go on some cool Goal Ventures trips, play esports, play video games.
Absolutely.
I mean, they were telling me I could play video games in high school.
Definitely.
It would have been a really nice thing to do for us at Pueblo.
It definitely gives students the options, right?
Yes.
You can be a part of Goal High School and you can be completely virtual, work on your classes, communicate through technology with teachers and staff, or you can come in also
Yeah.
and use the sites. And so we're really big on choice here at Goal, working with students to let them tell us what it is they would like and what they're looking forward to after high school, and then really helping to support that goal they set for themselves for them to reach it. So we hope that we've been able to give you all a lot of great information today on Goal. Hopefully, we've answered a lot of those questions that have come in. If you are interested in enrolling for the 25-26 school year, please check us out at goalac.org. You can enroll through a link, or you can also visit one of our 40 drop-in centers across the state, talk to someone, and they will help you with enrollment also there at the site. And with that, I believe we are going to jump out to an amazing video. Just remember, at Goal High School, every student's pathway is unique. Whether you're looking for flexibility, mentorship, specialized program, we are here to help you to succeed. Thank you all for joining today.
Thanks, everyone.
Goal helped me arrive to this moment by helping me throughout all my struggles, by always checking up on me, not focusing as much on my grades, but as my mental health, and just being always there for me and making sure I was okay before anything else.
Goal is a safe place. Goal is a place where you find every type of person, every background, every educational background, all in the same place. And they all feel safe to do their work, and they're all friends, and they all get along. And the staff, I can't talk about the staff enough. They're just amazing.
I walked in and my amazing SPED teachers, my school psychologist, the dean, they just helped me so much more than I ever could have imagined. And so schools like these, the great resources it has and the great people that lead Goal, it's really, really, really nice just to have Goal in your corner.
I mean, it's the never-ending support. It's constant, constant pushing, like, what's your grades look like? How you doing? Even personal life stuff. How you doing in basketball? How you doing in work? How you doing? And it's just this overall motivator. I'm always doing good now, because I've always got this good presence over me of all this good staff working here. That's like, man, let's keep it going. Let's keep rocking this.
Goal has it. Goal is there for you. I seriously was like, I was this close to dropping out, this close. And I was like, I'm either going to be transferred or I'm not going to do this anymore. And they were like, well, transfer you to Goal. And I was like, I don't know if Goal will do it. I don't know. And as I said, here I am.
The staff, they're very outgoing. They really want to get to know you more so that they know what aspect of that part that needs help on. And they don't really even help you with school, but they help you with outside of life. If you can call them, text them, and they'll be able to help you with whatever.
I was really sick and I couldn't make it to school physically, and I was close to dropping out. But then my counselor recommended Goal to me and said that Goal would be the perfect school for me, and that ever since I went there, my stomach aches, they have gone down, my stress level's gone down, anxiety's been better, I'm happier. And the teachers are amazing, they're understanding, they're empathetic, they know what you're going through because they're trained to do that, and they're just great people in general.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Harleen. Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you, Miss Erica.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.